What is up, everybody? BlueDog35 here. I have recently come into the legal possession of this Sterling Model 302. It's a pocket pistol. They were quite popular in the late 70s through about the mid 80s when the Sterling Arms Company went out of business. There was some lawsuit involving a child that was shot by a babysitter's boyfriend. Apparently the father of the house kept his Sterling pistol full with a round in the chamber, and the boyfriend was looking through the family's belongings, and the kid said, "Hey, that's my daddy's gun," and the babysitter was like, "Oh, it's unloaded." He took the mag out and pointed it at the kid and pulled the trigger, not knowing that there was a round chambered. And the kid became a paraplegic, and due to some convoluted bullshit thing, the family sued the Sterling Arms Company, not the babysitter. And they won because I guess the safety on this is not as reliable as a safety should be. It doesn't have a slide lock or anything. It's just a tiny little pocket pistol. The safety does disengage rather easily, but it's nothing, I don't know, it's just a gun. It shoots 22 LR rounds, rimfire, and yeah, so I am going to field strip it. There's a few other videos on how to field strip these, but I figured, I'd add my own to the mix, because, gotta get the YouTube money. So basically, you're going to start by removing the magazine and check and see if there's any bullets in there, and of course there are not in this one. Also, and I know I just checked it, but it's a good habit to be in, check the chamber, see if there's anything in there, and I don't see anything in there. So what you're going to do, this button right here, you're going to push it, and this guy's going to pop out. Then you are going to pull back on the slide and pull up at the same time. These things are notoriously difficult to get apart, so you're going to have it like that, and then boom, this guy, the main body of the gun, comes off. You're going to set the slide aside. Excuse me. Take the barrel spring off, and basically this is it's not useless, but it's you don't need it anymore. So unless you want to clean it, which is I probably should clean it, but I don't have the correct paraphernalia to do so. So I'm going to set that off to the side, take the barrel spring, put it somewhere safe. This is where it gets somewhat sketchy because you run into small parts. You take the barrel. If you ever need to tilt the barrel, make sure that you cover this side, because if you do not, mayhem ensues. You have the spring and the spring guide, and then the firing pin is that right there. Come on. I'm actually going to use the spring to get the firing pin out. Come on. There we go. This is the piece that breaks on these guns. It's the firing pin. It's a rim fire. So basically what happens is it's got this little ridge right here, and it keys into the slide right here, and you can see it's offset, so the spring pushes it, and boom, that's when it fires. So to reassemble, it's the exact opposite. So you're going to take the firing pin, place it back in, take the spring and the spring guide, place it back in, set these guys aside, grab the barrel spring and the main body of the pistol. This is probably the hardest part, because there are it's slightly difficult to align this. If it happens, you'll see what I mean. Just kind of like this, and then see how the spring is sticking out the muzzle, or the tube, or whatever you want to call it. Then if that happens, you need to take it and rotate the spring slightly, and then boom, there you go. So you have that. You're gonna replace this, just push it back in and it'll snap into place, and boom. Once again, check there's nothing there, and take it off safety. It's bad to dry fire guns, but just to show that it works. And that is how to field strip a Sterling Model 302. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you like this video, like it. If you did not like it, dislike it. And also, if you didn't like it, tell me why. And if you did like it, tell me why. And once again, I honestly do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Goodbye.